Looking past some frost on the window of your log cabin, a heavy shower of large snowflakes glide down from the nighttime sky. The ground is layered with a carpet of white, which glisten from the outside lights of your cabin. You see some snowflakes sticking to the edge of the glass as the downpour litters the ledges of every flat surface. Underneath the lights is where you see how heavy the snow is falling. The ground is unrecognizable and very much different to what it usually looks like. Watching the snow fall is mesmerizing, hypnotic, and calming in every way. Observing how the land changes as it peppers everything with a white layer. Chairs and tables in your garden look somewhat submerged as they sit in the soft, plush snow. Fences have neatly covered tops as the flakes pepper their sides, unable to stick. Each tree has a fullness to it again, with snow on every branch, which replaces their bare, leafless arms of autumn past. Your log cabin is situated in a quiet area at the bottom of a mountain. A little way away is a small village. You see its lights. Wondering what it could look like, you decide to go out and explore before bedtime. It's quite late, so there shouldn't be anyone else around to disturb this mindful journey. Walking through your sitting room, you feel the warmth of a couple of logs crackling in the fireplace. Warming your hands before you go out, you absorb the comfortable heat. Putting on your scarf, jacket, and gloves, you make your way to the front door. Placing some boots on your feet over your plush warm socks, you open the door. The air is noticeably colder. It feels crisp and fresh as you observe the condensation from each breath out. Closing the door, you lock it, placing your keys in the zip-up pocket of your jacket. Standing on the porch, your boots crunch into the soft white snow, making 3D footprints from the underside of each boot. Just for a moment, you watch the snowflakes gliding down onto the ground in this almost silent atmosphere. The cooler air opens your airways and feels fresh in each breath as you sense the tickle of snowflakes on your face. Pulling the hood of your jacket over your head, you begin to walk. The snow crunches as you compound it under your feet. The sensation is quite fulfilling. With each step, it feels like you are walking on soft clouds. Walking through your garden, everything looks different. Certain features are hidden underneath the white layer. The green grass of your lawn, paving slabs, and rockeries are now submerged. Everything looks clean and fresh. The amazing transformation is a peaceful change for you to explore. Although there are new things to look at, it all looks a little more simplified, a little more easier for your eyes to digest. It's as if time has stood still. As you walk out of your garden, you begin to follow a path down the mountain towards the village that you saw a moment ago. You can just make out the lights as a cluster of bright street lamps, houses, and decorations. Following the path, which is lit up by lamps, it feels like another world. A beautiful scene of peaceful sensations rolled into one. Everything soft, pleasing to the eyes, quiet, and calm. As you lift each boot out from the indented snow, your legs begin to feel heavy, but in a good way. Your arms swinging at your sides, with each hand warm from the insulated gloves that you wear. Walking past benches that now have cushions of white, and signs that are half revealed, a hare bounds through the snow. Its big ears flop as it finds its way through the white carpet. You see it climb into a hole in the side of a hill and disappear. Now safe and sheltered from the winter weather. The path winds long and narrow down the side of the mountain. You are quite safe. Each step is relaxing, peaceful, and very captivating. Your boots have a good grip, making every step deliberate. The trees become so thick with snow that the odd plop can be heard as it slides off some branches. As the path turns a corner, you are met with a delightful view of a frozen lake. The once free water is now ice, stood still in time. This makes everything feel a lot slower. The falling snow begins to slow in volume, and everything seems even more quiet. All you hear in this moment is the sound of the air, and occasionally a distant car. The path leads around the edge of the lake, where only a few flowers peer and droop with the weight of the snowdrops. Being in the moment, you pick up a twig that is balanced on a rock. Bending down, you write how you feel in this moment. Scribing in the snow, you write 3 words that describe how peaceful everything feels. As you do, your shoulders relax, and your face softens very much. Your words are clear and glisten from the dull light of a nearby lamp. A magical sense of calmness flows through every part of your mind and body. With a sigh of bliss, you continue to walk. Coming to a bridge, you hear the faint sound of running water. As you cross the bridge, the unfrozen flow of the lake trickles like a small stream. It won't be long before the water completely freezes through the colder nighttime air. The sides of the bridge have an accumulation of snow. You playfully hold out your hand and slide some off. As it builds up in your hand, the clumps splatter into the snow below. Now arriving at the village, the paths and roads are easier to walk, as they were cleared earlier. The sound of your footsteps change to more of a crunch with the ice that's been revealed. Your boots keep a good grip as you continue on through the quiet village. Being late in the night, everyone is inside, or perhaps asleep themselves. Most curtains of the houses are closed, and lights are off. With no one in sight, this moment feels even more special and personal to you. The ground being a little hard makes you feel more present, sensing every footstep you take. The roofs of the houses are completely covered with snow, and icicles hang down from the gutters. looking very much like a miniature toy version of the village. You feel tall and proud. The unmistakable scent of coal and log fires greets your nose, bringing a state of peacefulness. Looking up, you see thin wisps of smoke from the chimneys, wreaths on doors, Christmas trees, and lights are all visible. There is even a very large Christmas tree in the center of the village. The light from the tall Christmas pine glows against the snow-covered houses and iced-up roads. On top, a bright star that illuminates like a lighthouse. Baubles, tinsel, and fairy lights neatly spread across its branches make this a magical sight to see. On the ground, there is a printed metal sign with the words, "Make a wish." As you wonder what to wish for, you close your eyes. Perhaps you have had a particularly hard year. This is your time to bring and receive some relief in the form of a wish. Feeling in your heart what you would like to happen, you let that thought build up in your mind and body, and as you open your eyes, you send it to the Christmas tree. The lights of the tree become brighter, glowing intensely, and the branches droop slightly, as if a gust of wind has blown through them. A warmth can be felt, like a reassurance that your wish will be granted. As you look upon this great sight, your shoulders descend completely. The tree has received your wish and is showing you that it understands. The glow of the lights dull down to the soft ambience you saw before, and the branches loosen up once again. Observing the snow falling hard now, you decide to head back home. Without a second passing, the star on the Christmas tree glows brightly, and you feel warmer as you begin to lift off the ground. The snowflakes now melt a few inches from your body. You are now protected by a bubble of pure positivity. Moving up towards the star at the top of the tree, its glow feels purely euphoric. You absorb every positive sensation it sends out. In wonder, You lean towards the direction of your log cabin home. Floating above the ground, you climb a little higher, closer to the roofs of the houses and over them. As you descend a little, you scoop off the snow that covers cars, their windows now thickly covered with ice. Passing through the village, all is very quiet, as you yourself are silently drifting home. Over the bridge, the once stream-like sound of running water is no more. Every part of the lake now completely frozen over, and still as still can be. Around the lake you fly, enjoying the magnificent mountain ranges. You see the place where you wrote your concerns in the snow are now gone, now layered over from the new wave of snow. The lights of your home are now visible as you ascend up the path. Touching the branches and catching snow in your hand, you feel free and relaxed in this moment. Slowly descending down onto the entrance of your garden, you gently land. Looking back as you observe your surroundings, the star of the Christmas tree briefly glows once more. You feel quite tired now, but also refreshed and more positive. Every part of your body is now relaxed, a lot more than it was, as you heavily walk up to your front door. The snow much deeper and the snowflakes thicker and faster. You reach your home. Unlocking and opening the door, you feel the warm waft of heat. Closing the door, you take off your boots, scarf, and gloves, placing your jacket on a hook. Locking the door, you walk into your sitting room. The 2 logs that were burning before you left are still there. You top them up by placing 2 more. Warming your body by the fire, you bask in its comforting heat. Walking over to the window, you look out at the snow shower. The flakes fall fast and steady underneath the outside lamps, and the frost has edged up the windows Other than the outside lights illuminating nearby surfaces, you see nothing else. In this moment, your ears hear only the crackles of the logs in the fireplace, and perhaps your own breathing. Relaxed, calm and at peace, you walk over to your rocking chair beside the fire. Placing a blanket over yourself, you look around at your decorations and the shadows that beckon you to rest. Now looking at your Christmas tree, its star briefly glows and becomes dim once again. Inside you feel relief and are ready to lay your head down for a while. Pulling a pillow up against the back of your head, you lean back and let the rocking chair begin lulling you to sleep. Closing your eyes, your whole body relaxes. The warmth from the fireplace melts away any muscle awareness. Every crackle of the logs begins to send you a little further into a sleep-filled state. You feel each shoulder descend more and more as your eyes become heavier and heavier. As the warmth of the fire gently rolls down your body, your chest and back sinks heavily into the rocking chair. Each breath becoming deeper and longer than before. Your abdomen and lower back now feeling the effect of gravity as you let go more. Relaxed, calm, and safe. Your hips, thighs and legs become weighted. As the chair continues to lull you back and forth, your mind enters the state of sleep, drifting off now. Your legs lose all energy as your ankles unlock, leaving your feet and toes to find their own natural resting position. Relaxing more, breathing deeper. Your arms bring each shoulder down further. Each elbow unlocks as your arms, forearms, hands and fingers loosely drift downwards. Only the sound of the crackling logs can be heard behind your heavily closed eyelids. The image of the star from the Christmas tree is the image you can now see in your mind. And as you see it, you wander closer to its bright light, the pure, clean glow of positive energy. Every part of your mind and body now relaxed as can be. You drift deeply into a most refreshing and satisfying deep sleep. The sound of the crackling fire becomes faint now, and your head becomes heavier the more you let go. Even the sound of my voice disappears as you drift further into sleep. As you sleep, any heartfelt wishes are received by your mind, where perhaps positive changes will begin to happen for you. You are now on a path of enlightenment as you sleep. As your body rests and your mind becomes clear, focus on your wishes. For now, allow your subconscious mind to do the work for you as you fall deeply and satisfyingly asleep.